wvumedicine.com/Uniontown today to find the primary care center close to you.
Yeah, they're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home Warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
This is home improvement season. Home Warehouse in Uniontown is your one-stop shop for all your exterior building needs. It's the place that makes a house a happy home. Looking to add a deck? Home Warehouse carries composite decking materials and maintenance-free railing in a variety of styles. Plus, roofing shingles, metal and commercial rubber roofing, windows and doors, shutters, siding, soffit and fascia, railing, columns, 5 and 6-inch seamless gutters, plus flooring and more. Whatever building products you need, you'll be pleased with the selection and hometown service. So stop in and see Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Shop Monday through Friday 8 to 4:30, Saturday 8 to noon, closed Sunday and holidays.
Home Warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
Are you interested in earning your degree online or finishing your degree? Take your career to the next level at Salem University. Salem University offers more than 50 online degrees and certificate programs. Learn how you can advance your career with degrees in nursing, business, education, criminal justice, and IT. Salem has 4-week classes starting once a month. Contact Salem University by dialing 844-462-9128, option 1, or visit salemu.edu to see if you are eligible for our partnerships offering tuition scholarships.
August is Make a Will Month. Have you confirmed your final wishes? Don't do your will online. You are more than a fill-in-the-blank overpriced form. With over 30 years' experience, attorney Lisa J. Boudet specializes in helping people just like you. Call the office of Attorney Boudet at 724-938-1355 or visit boudetlaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Boudet with an office at 304 3rd Street in California.
Aloha, Pirates fans. That Hawaiian island feeling takes over the city of Pittsburgh August 8th through the 10th when the Pirates host the Cincinnati Reds. It's another Bucko Luau weekend presented by Levin Furniture. On Friday, fans can take home a bucket hat inspired by the weekend. Then Saturday, it's the fan favorite Hawaiian shirt giveaway. And Sunday, all kids 14 and under take home a Pirates cap. It's the Pirates and Reds, August 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets at pirates.com.
Look, and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
It's the summer sales event, now until September 2nd at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Listen up. All new Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and F-150 come with 0% financing for 48 months. Now that's a summer sales event deal.
The all-new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab Hybrid 4x4s come with $3,000 in factory rebates, plus 3.9% for 60 months, plus a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Check out these low payments, just $399 per month to lease a new 2025 Ford Escape or Bronco Sport Big Bend with 0 down payment and get a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Ford Motor Credit financing required. 3-year lease is based on 10.5 miles per year. Tax and tags extra. Offer ends September 2nd, but hurry. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your 26-time President's Award-winning dealer.
When it's time to service your furnace or air conditioning system, call Tri-County Heating and Cooling, your local Trane dealer, servicing all makes and models. Tri-County Heating and Cooling can evaluate, clean, repair, or replace your current heating or cooling system and install and service whole home generators. Tri-County Heating and Cooling, covering Greene, Fayette, and Washington counties. Call your home comfort specialist, Terry Lent, at 724-785-7171 or visit ctricountyheatingcooling.com.
I'll tell you what, Fayette County, it's our time to stand up and take back our county and our country. The establishment elite, the career politicians, the swamp creatures in both parties, they have spent decades selling us out, making deals that benefit themselves and their donors, while the hardworking people of Fayette County and across America get left behind. They tell us to sit down, shut up, let them run things. They tell us, trust the system, but the system ain't working for us. It's working against us. Well, I've got news for them. We're not backing down. We're just getting started. We are the steel workers, the coal miners, the farmers, the small business owners, the first responders, and the families who built this nation with our bare hands. We work, we build, we sacrifice, and we don't need government bureaucrats telling us how to live our lives. They want more taxes. They want more regulations. They want more control. But we say no more. They want us divided, black against white, rich against poor, rural against urban, but we see through their lies. This movement, the MAGA movement, is all about us coming together as Americans. We believe in freedom over control. We believe in fair elections over corruption. We believe in jobs over handouts. We believe in family, faith, and country. And let me tell you, I ain't here to play politics. I'm here to fight for you. That's why I'm running for re-election as your recorder of deeds. Not to be another politician, but to be a watchdog against corruption, to protect your property rights, and to make sure the government is transparent and accountable. And I promise you this, after I win the recorder of deeds, I'm not stopping there. These establishment politicians have been bleeding you dry, raising taxes, playing political games with your money for far too long. I'm going to put an end to that. They'll try to smear us, silence us, call us every name in the book, but they will never break our spirit. We are MAGA strong, America first, and unstoppable. So Fayette County, are you ready to take back your government? Are you ready to send a message to the swamp that we the people are in charge? Are you ready to stand up, fight back, and win? Then let's get to work. Tell your neighbors, because the Hillbilly MAGA train is leaving the station and we're taking our country and our county back. Full speed ahead. God bless Fayette County. God bless Pennsylvania. And God bless the United States of America. And God bless President Donald J. Trump. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of John Marietta and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds Office or Fayette County government. This program is privately produced and funded, and no county resources are used for its production or promotion.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I ain't nothing but a simple man. They call me a redneck, I reckon that I am, but this thing's going on, make me mad down to the core. I have to work like a dog to make ends meet. There's crooked politicians and crime in the street, and I'm madder than hell, and I ain't gonna take it no more. They tell our kids to just say no, and then some panty-waist judge lets a drug dealer go. He slaps him on the wrist and he turns it back out on the town. But if I had my way with people selling dope...
This is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly, and today's show is being brought to you by Miles' Garage and Tire Center, Mung's Auto Body, Solid Foundation Ministries, Thundering Hills Feed and Supply, Highline Motorsports, JB Market, Country Motor Sales, Gun Owners of America, John Marietta for We the People, Hillbilly John Radio, Tactical Civics, The Ink Spot, Fayette County Recovery Storage and U-Haul, and H&C Storage. And one last thing I want to say is the Fayette is the Mega Conservatives of Pennsylvania Pact. And I have Melanie with me. She came in today, and I just wanted to. We'll start out with this.
My cowboy hat.
She can put on her red cowboy hat. Blessed is the nations whose God is the Lord, the people who choose for his inheritance. That's Psalm 33:12. I'll tell you what, folks. These days, the world moves fast, too fast. But here in Fayette County, we still know what matters: faith, family, and freedom. And if there's ever been a night to celebrate all three, it's coming up on October 25th at the State Theater. That's right. Freedom rocks Fayette. And more than a concert. And guess what? In the next few days, we're going to be able to, probably in the next weeks, we're going to be able to give you exactly how much more than it's going to be than a concert. It's a change to gather with your neighbors, hold your loved ones close, and lift your voice in gratitude for the blessings we too often take for granted. Lee Grew will be there, singing the anthem of America, God Bless the USA, just like he's done for decades. Ira Dean, the outlaw himself, heart of country music, bringing soul to the stage. And our hometown heroes, you bet, Nick Polito, Jonah Klein, and Retro Rodeo are taking the stage and taking us all on a journey through the music that raises us. And today, speaking of Retro Rodeo, we got Derek Victor, on the show today. He's going to be calling in, telling us what it means to play the songs that remind us of who we are and where we come from. This ain't about politics. This is about front porch values, back road memories, and music that moves the heart. So stay with us, turn up the dial, and let's celebrate the good things: faith, family, and freedom, the way Fayette County knows how. I had Melanie come in with me today because the Patriots pack that she put together, and it just started just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, on my son's birthday, actually, July 21st.
And
things rolling.
And we're going full speed ahead.
Yeah, we're go big or go home. Isn't that Donald Trump?
Yeah, I think that's what he says. Go bigly, go bigly, huh?
We're going to rock Fayette County. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited.
So
it's going to be great.
On the line, I have Derek Victor. Derek, you with us?
I am.
And I'm glad to hear that you're coming. You're coming with not only Lee Greenwood and Ira Dean. I think it's going to be a night we'll never forget in Fayette County. It's probably one of the biggest shows that's ever been at the State Theater. I group you guys in with the same type of groups that. This is going to be a really good thing, and I think we're going to get back to the basics here in Fayette County and try to promote this as much as we can. But can you give us a little bit of a bio on yourself?
Sure. So Retro Rodeo, we're made up of 3 of the guys that used to be in the Poverty Neck Hillbillies. So that's, one of the biggest bands that ever come out of our area, or the biggest for that matter. And we have Jeff Volick, Ryan Lukoch, and Junior Guthrie from Poverty Neck Hillbillies. And then from another band that was very popular in the area, the Abilene Band, we have Keith Taylor and Jay McKnight. So those are 2 of the best bands to ever come out of this area, and then myself in the band. So we're playing music from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, stuff that I grew up on and these other guys grew up on. We found a, mutual love for the music of that decade, and that's what we're doing. We just played the fair on Saturday with John Morgan, and we had a great response to the show there, and we're looking forward to coming to the State Theater with Ira and Lee Greenwood and Nick and Jonah. So it'll be a great show. Well,
I tell you what, that's something I always say. I'll tell you what, you'll get used to me saying that. But anyways, actually, Lee Greenwood made a phone call to some of the people that was involved in this, and he specifically asked if you could be involved, and we said, the people that were in charge of it said, why not? I mean, I think it's going to be a great day. I think it's going to be a great evening. We're going to do some things a little differently than what's happened here in Fayette County ever before. We want to try to get as many people in downtown Uniontown for this as possible, and get them to spend some money and help out the economy. And I know that you're about that, because being with the Poverty Neck Hillbillies before, I were like kind of a down-to-earth type of deal.
I think it'd be a great, what I call it, a reunion of Fayette County's homegrown country sounds from the 2000s, and I think it'll be a great patriotic celebration for veterans, families, and proud Americans to come on down to Fayette County for the concert.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so I guess you gave us kind of a bio about the band. Can you give us a little bit of a bio about yourself?
So, sure. So I'm born and raised in Fayette County. I grew up in Haydentown. So not many people know where that is, but
I was just out there. I was just out there for the fire hall. They had Hank Williams IV, which I don't know how do you feel about that, but it was a good time. And I love all the people from Haydentown. They're just amazing people, and they're my people, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah. So I was born and raised out there. Well, I was born in Morgantown, but grew up in Fayette County, right across the, right down the road from Morgantown. So. But I moved away from there. It's a few years. It's been several years now, but I still live in Fayette County out in Lower Tyrone Township. So that's where my wife and I live on a farm out here, and we have 3 boys. So, we're proud Fayette County residents, and we're proud to call Fayette County home. So
That's great. I'm glad that this is all kind of working together. It's just like there's a divine intervention to get all this meshed together somehow. So what's your typical? I mean, how many shows do you guys do in a year?
Well, we kind of just started this towards the end of last year. We've done probably a handful right now, and we're looking to take more on for sure. So we have the show with you guys, and then we're actually going to be at Story Square here on August 28th.
That'd be
so we'll be at that summer concert series down there.
What time is that? What time is that concert?
I believe we play 5 to 7.
Okay.
Melanie has a whole list of questions she's wanting to ask you. She has them all highlighted here, so go ahead, Melanie.
I have. What was the first song you ever learned to play on your instrument? What instrument do you play, and what was the first song you ever learned to play?
I play a few instruments. In this band, I play acoustic guitar and I sing. So I also play drums. But the first song that I ever learned to play fully on the guitar was probably Should Have Been a Cowboy by Toby Keith.
Oh, that's a good one. You picked a good one. That's pretty cool. What was the funniest thing that ever happened to you guys while you were on tour with the Poverty Neck Hillbillies?
Well, I myself was not part of the Poverty Neck Hillbillies, so that would be a question for one of the other fellows that were with Poverty Neck. So I can't, unfortunately, answer that question.
Okay, but have you ever, funniest thing that ever happened to you when you were touring with your band?
Well,
like running out of gas or, forgetting an instrument, getting lost.
I mean, I did forget cymbals a few years back for a show, so that was kind of embarrassing. I don't know that it was real funny, but so to get to the show to see there were no cymbals there and have to turn around and go back, that kind of really stunk, especially when it was about an hour and a half round trip.
Oh boy. I bet you never did that again, huh?
No.
That's cool. How about the craziest or weirdest thing a fan ever asked you to sign? Me and John were having a conversation early on about some stars that were having signatures placed on weird parts of the body. Have you ever had any fan ask you to sign something weird?
I guess for me, the oddest thing someone ever asked to sign was a sneaker. So nothing real out of the ordinary, but it was a sneaker.
Well, stay tuned. Maybe that'll happen at Story Square there in Fayette County.
Well, you never know.
How about let's see? You'll be sharing the stage with Lee Greenwood. What does that mean to you personally? You excited about that?
I'm very excited about that. Lee is a country icon. Has been around for many decades. Just having the opportunity to work with Lee and his group at the Fayette County Fair was really nice, and to have the opportunity to do it again, and this time be on the stage with him is going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, Fayette County has some rich music history here. How important is it for you to keep that playing that retro music here at home in Fayette County?
I feel that Fayette County is, one of the counties that really, really still gravitates to that, what they call the legacy country of the 80s and 90s. So to be able to do that back home again is really, really special.
Yeah.
That's something that we're looking to bring back and, get people out to have a good time.
Was there somebody in Fayette County that when you were growing up in Haydentown, so and I grew up in Dunbar. It's kind of, Haydentown's even smaller than Dunbar, of course, but there was always a hillbilly band somewhere playing something. And was there somebody that inspired you to start your career?
Well, my uncle that I actually have the opportunity to play with now is one of the main people that got me into music. His name's Keith Taylor. He plays keyboards with us. He's played in several bands over the years, but like I said, he was one of the founding members of Abilene, and just being able to go to shows with him and help out as kind of a roadie when I was younger, that really sparked my interest. And then after that, it's kind of a full circle thing. As a kid in high school, right before college, I mean, for me, that's when Poverty Neck was really, really big. And, I was always going to Poverty Neck shows, and to now be able to share the stage with those guys that I used to go see all the time is like a full circle moment. So,
yeah.
Do you have a favorite instrument? I know you say you're playing an acoustic guitar right now, but I mean, one of my favorite things, well, two of my most favorite things I like to listen to is I love to listen to a steel guitar, and I also like banjos. I like to hear banjos if they're. I tried it myself, and I'm terrible at it. I can play like 2 licks, and that's it. But anyways, I just never caught on. But is there a favorite instrument that you?
My favorite instrument, if I had to pick one to play and listen to, is probably the piano.
Now, do you play the piano also?
I do, but not near as well as my uncle and some of the other folks around the area. But I do dabble with the piano also.
Yeah. I guess that leads into my next question for you, which is maybe an easy one, maybe it's a hard one. What would be your favorite artist that you would like? And it don't have to be a country artist. I mean, but what would be your favorite artist that you would like to that you like to listen to, or you like to try to? I guess I don't want to say mimic, but you want to follow like his lead. I guess that might be the way.
So my favorite artist of all time is Keith Whitley, and to say that I would even attempt to imitate Keith Whitley would be kind of not right, because Keith Whitley is, often imitated, never duplicated. There will never be another Keith Whitley, but that's my all-time favorite artist is Keith Whitley. My other favorite artist that's still around is George Strait. I love George Strait.
Yeah.
Lots of people do, yeah.
That's
a favorite.
We had Jonah Klein on, and we had Nick Polito on, and actually Nick Polito said that George Strait was one of his most favorite artists. He said that just yesterday, I believe. So I guess that leads into my next question. If you could play with anybody, present, past, well, who would be the person you would like to just sit down and play with?
Another one that I actually had the opportunity to actually sit and pick around with last year that's always been another favorite of mine is Mark Chestnut. I actually had the opportunity to tour with Mark Chestnut last year as his stage manager and monitor engineer for a while, and just to be able to sit and talk with that guy and sit there and play guitar listen to him sing, Bubba Shot the Jukebox, and Brother Jukebox was like a dream come true. So.
Pretty cool.
So you live in Jefferson Township, you said? Did I?
I'm in Lower Tyrone Township. Yes,
okay.
sir.
So you have a small farm, you have some acreage out there?
Yeah, we have a little over 100 acres out here. We have, we don't really have any livestock or anything. We just have a few laying chickens to, supply us with some eggs. Our boys go through eggs a lot. So,
how about, do any of them play any instruments?
Well, our middle one, Luke, he wanted to learn how to play the fiddle. My sister-in-law played fiddle. She was in a band called the Steel Blossoms, and also Girls in Black Hats, and she played fiddle, and he really liked that, so he tried that. And our oldest one, Ronan, likes to play the drums. The younger one, he just likes to beat on things, so he'll just beat on anything that he can find.
He'll be your singer then, I think, probably. Lead singer.
Possibly.
Being from Dunbar, I don't know. Have you ever heard of Jim Briner? He played.
I have not.
Well, Jim used to go to different contests all in different parts of the. I don't know how far he ever went, but we used to go. We went to Maryland, I think, a couple times. They have a fiddle contest down there, and he won it, I think, 3 years in a row. And after the third year, they told him he wasn't allowed to win it again, I think. But they asked him. Somebody asked him the question, "What's the difference between playing a fiddle and a violin?" And he said the difference is, he says, I can't read music. He said the fiddle. He said he said I play it by ear, and he said he said that's the difference. That's the biggest difference he could always come up with, and that was something neat that I always remembered about him. He was a gentleman. He could play the fiddle. So, but anyways, that was something I wanted to share. So you're going to be at Story Square on August the 24th. Did I get that right?
The 28th.
The 28th.
Thursday.
I'm terrible
Yes,
about dates and names, so please forgive me about that. That's hereditary. So August the 28th, you're going to be playing from 5 to 7. And what can the folks expect from you that show up? I mean, what kind of do you stay within a certain genre, or do you just you do whatever, you know?
You know, we primarily do country, like I said, from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. But you know, we throw a couple surprises in there at you also. But you know, it's definitely a show that's geared for people of all ages. You know, it's very very family friendly, and it's a high energy show. So it'll be one to come out and see. Especially, you know, Story Square is a really nice place to catch a show. And the food trucks that they bring out and stuff, it makes for a nice evening.
Do you play any of the old Poverty Neck Hillbilly songs? Do you pull out any of those songs?
Well, we did end up doing One Night in New Orleans the other night at the fair, but that was kind of just off the cuff as a request from Charlotte DiCarlo at the fair board. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'd be going back in time.
I think Charlotte has. I think she also has something to do with the State Theater, I believe.
Yes, Charlotte works at the theater also.
Yeah, so you might get that request again.
Yeah,
that'd be all right.
When we started out trying to put this together, of course, Lee Greenwood agreed to come, and then I got a phone call from a friend of mine that's friends with Ira Dean, and one of the things that he asked us was to get as many local people that we could there, and people that were starting out, because I guess he helps promote people. So I guess this is going to be helpful. I think it's going to be helpful to you all, for that night to be playing with Ira and Lee Greenwood. Tickets are selling fairly well. So,
we haven't started advertising.
They haven't started advertising, and we're doing a lot better than what we thought we would do. I'm wanting to ask you, like, when you travel, this is an off the cuff question. When you travel, when you all travel, do you all travel together in one bus, or do you drive separately, or do you fly, or well, I guess it probably depends how far you have to go.
Yeah, I mean, normally we're all driving separately right now, and I mean, the dream would be to be able to travel together in a bus or whatever. But right now, yeah, we all travel separately and with our own personal vehicles, and I'm normally towing a trailer with our gear and stuff in it. So
do you have? That's another good question. I'm learning about all this now. Do you have people that help set everything up for you, or do you do all that on your own?
We do have. Well, I mean, we do it ourselves, but we do have a few guys that come out and help us, that are friends of the band. They definitely help out a lot with that stuff. So we're very thankful to have those guys. But for the most part, it's normally we're on our own, setting our stuff up. You know, we set our own instruments up and our own sound gear and stuff like that. except for places obviously like the theater and the fair where the production's provided. We just have to set up our own instruments.
Well, there's somebody involved in setting up the, if I understand that is like part of your group, setting up the sound system or something at the state. Do I have that correct?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, so I actually, it's funny. I actually own a company called Farmtown Productions, and we do shows around the area. We help with the fair, and we do work with the theater and stuff as well. We get contracted out to do sound and lights and stuff like that.
I think I met you. I think I met you at the fair.
You did.
Oh,
that's
you're
right.
Derek.
You
That's
did.
right. Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
Cool. Yes. Very, very. Putting two and two together here. Wow.
Do you
this
have
is great.
Any other questions you want to ask him, Melanie?
Well, when you were touring with Abilene, where did you guys go? Did you go tri-state, Ohio, or were you just basically in Pennsylvania?
Well, Abilene actually was before my time.
Oh,
so that was Jay and Keith were in Abilene, but those guys they went all over the place. They were actually on Star Search as well.
Oh,
so
wow.
they were very, very good, and they were on Star Search.
And they were from Fayette County.
So,
they were from Fayette.
Yep,
Fayette County roots?
they're from Fayette County. Yep, they played a lot of shows at the State Theater back when Clyde Toole owned it. They opened there for Alabama, and a lot of those other acts that came through there.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty impressive.
I was at the state when Waylon Jennings played there, and I was
going way back.
That was going way back.
I don't think Derek was born
this
yet.
was 78 or 79. I can't remember. And I was there when Conway Twitty played there.
Wow.
Believe it or not, it was pretty. They actually, the night that Conway Twitty played there, they were actually sitting in the aisles.
Wow.
I don't think they could. I don't think you could do that nowadays. They probably would.
Yeah,
they
that would be a fire
shut you
hazard.
down.
You can't do that.
I mean, they smoked in the theater, I think. But anyways,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you play some of those songs? What are some of the artists that you play that goes way back?
So we do
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash.
Yep, we do some Johnny Cash. We do George Strait. We do Alan Jackson. We do Shenandoah. We do a lot of those groups from back there in the 80s, and then in the 90s as well. We do, what else did we do? We do some of the early Keith Urban stuff, Red Akins, David Lee Murphy, all the hits that people can sing along to is what we try to gear our set towards. So that way, people are singing along with us.
Well, you know what, Derek, when you mention some of these old players, your fellow musicians, Jeff and Ryan, I've known them from my roots go back to polka dances when those two boys were little boys and their parents played in polka bands. And so I know those boys when they were little. And another friend of ours went in the same circles, Ryan O'Grodney from a Key Sport, is a fiddler player, violin player with Alan Jackson.
Yes, and Ryan and Junior actually not long ago played with Ryan O'Grande up at Seven Springs when he was in town.
I was there. Yeah, Ryan came in. Ryan ran a couple great Nashville tours that we were on the past couple years. And he's doing great there in Nashville. That's a tough market to get into, and Ryan's doing real well. And playing with Alan Jackson, unfortunately, the concerts have been scaled back, or I don't know if he's doing any at all anymore. But Ryan has a cute story that his first country music album was an Alan Jackson album when he was a little boy, and now he's been blessed to play on the stage with him. A lot of talent here from southwestern Pennsylvania with polka roots and country roots are kind of like, related almost.
Yeah, we got to see Ryan play back. It was in January of 2020. Before COVID shut everything down. My sister-in-law that I was mentioning played the fiddle. Actually got to tour with Alan Jackson for a few shows, and that was one of the shows that the Steel Blossoms was out in Cincinnati, which was the opening for that tour in 2020 before it got put on hiatus. So we got to actually see Ryan play with Alan out there.
Oh, yeah. Wow. He was good. He came to Pittsburgh, too. We all saw him out here when Alan Jackson came a few years ago to Pittsburgh. Great memories and great music. Fantastic music. I'm so excited. Can't wait to hear you guys with this retro rodeo. I'm sure a lot of people will love it.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys having us out there for it.
I guess my other question would be is you were raised in Haydentown and now you're living in Upper Tyrone Township. What's your favorite thing about Fayette County?
Well, I mean, my favorite thing about Fayette County is just, all of my family, for the most part, still lives in Fayette County. My aunt and uncle, my other aunt and cousin, they all live here. So it's still, it's still home. And the nice thing is, it's when we moved away for a few years, we moved down to the DC area, and that was not fun as far as traffic goes. It's just nice to be able to commute around an area without being in bumper to bumper traffic for an hour to go 20 miles. That's one thing that we like, and we also like the fact that we can walk out of our front door at this point and just stare at fields and trees and not have to worry about anything else.
It's really beautiful, and I think there is a big trend to people coming out of the city and coming out here and enjoying what we have in the country, what we have to offer, and faith and family. That's what grounds us here in Fayette County. Faith, family, and freedom, and we're going to celebrate it that weekend in October with your band and Lee Greenwood. It's going to be a great patriotic celebration for all of us here in Fayette County. Can't wait, and it's probably going to be a great weather-wise. We hope.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it isn't October 25th where it's snowing, but
right.
Hopefully it's a 75-degree weekend, which actually has happened lots of times.
That's right. Call it Indian summer.
Maybe that'll be our Indian summer weekend.
It'll be fun.
Is there anything else you would like to? Is there a contact that if people want to go and listen to something on Facebook?
You guys have a website, Retro Rodeo website. You have?
Yeah, we have a website. It's retrorodeopa.com. That'll have some of our show dates on it and stuff. And we're as soon as we can get all of our promo material finished up and posted, it'll be up on the website, and it'll also be on our Facebook page. Which is also Retro Rodeo PA. So if you go to facebook.com/Retro Rodeo PA, you can find us on Facebook also.
And I assume you're probably on YouTube also.
Well, I don't know if we've made it onto the YouTube yet, but hopefully we can get some stuff up on there real soon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
So. If that's your contact, is there a record in the near future? Is there a song?
Do they call them records? What do they call them today? Soundtracks, maybe. Records is.
I think they still refer to them as records. So, I don't know to answer that. In the near future, I would say no. But I love writing music, and I know Jay is a great songwriter also. So, who knows? It could be out there sometime in the future. We just don't know how soon.
This just popped into my head. Do you do any train songs?
Any train songs?
Yeah, I mean, like Johnny Cash train song or.
I mean, we do Folsom Prison. Junior does Folsom Prison, and it's probably one of the more rockin' versions that you'd hear on that. And, I think I've heard Junior do Ring of Fire also, so we might be able to have him do that one as well.
Okay. Well, Jens will have, I do know that Lee Greenwood's going to take the stage at 8:15. Ira Dean said if he runs out of time, he said he'll come back on after Lee Greenwood, and he said so. I'm sure that invitation will be open to anybody that wants to come back up and do another song or two, because we're going to make this something like it's never been before in Fayette County.
Well, we're excited for it, and we're definitely thankful to be a part of it. So we'd like to thank you very much for having us on the show.
Yeah, and we'll get you back on again a little bit closer. One last time. Let's see if I get this right. Story Square, August the 28th, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Yins are going to be downtown, and yins are going to be doing your music, and you're going to be trying to get people to come and stay in downtown Uniontown for a few extra hours after work and have a good time.
That's the plan. We hope the weather cooperates with us for it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, after Melanie and I, we spent a lot of time at the fair last week, and I'll tell you what, the heat was a situation where for 7 of the days it tested you. Believe in me, it tested you. Yeah. So, and I know you played out there on Sunday evening, didn't you? Or was it Saturday?
We were there on the last day. We were there Saturday the 2nd. So weather-wise for us, I mean, temperature was actually great that day.
It was. And I got to sneak over and listen for a little bit, and I want to thank you for giving me that opportunity. So I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to cut you loose, and we'll see you once again August the 28th at 5 o'clock at Story Square.
All right, I thank you both, and we'll see you out there.
Okay, thanks for calling in.
Gary. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you'd have told me a year ago that this is where we would be in August this year, with the new pack that you formed and the concert, it just things just keep coming together, and I mean it's unbelievable, Melanie. It is unbelievable. I want to thank you.
This pack is an all-volunteer pack, by the way. I want to say there's nobody paid. This isn't not one of your PAC's political action committees where people get paid all these nice salaries. We are all volunteer, and we're just fighting back. It's why I helped launch this MAGA Conservatives of Pennsylvania, because they're trying to purge the MAGA movement from Pennsylvania, not just here but all across the state. And I'm just excited to get this concert ready to go. For freedom, we're going to rock Fayette County that weekend.
Oh, and yeah.
It's going to be a high-energy God and country celebration all the way. And we're going to feature Lee Greenwood, Ira Dean, Nick Polito, Retro Rodeo. And who was the other person that was a local person?
Jonah Klein.
Jonah Klein.
He's from down close to Nitro, West Virginia. So that's about 3.5 hours from us. But
is it?
But he plays a lot of times in Morgantown, and he's going to be bringing a unique. It's going to be very unique type of country to the stage that night.
Have you had him on the radio yet?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. We had him on. He was the first one we had on, and it's going to be a unique situation. We can sit around and we can tell everybody what's wrong with Fayette County, and we can, and there's a lot that is. And we can.
And it's getting rather boring, so we're just going to change the.
We're going to change the situation. We're going to try to make people. We're going to try to get people to spend money in Fayette County that aren't from Fayette County.
Here,
I will tell there's a lot of people out there that's probably going to be getting rooms here at the hotel, at the local hotels and motels, and it looks
eating at the restaurants, filling up their gas tanks. We're going to do the whole 9 yards here.
Yeah,
it's going to be a patriotic night of faith, family, and freedom, and it's going to be brought to you by the MAGA Conservatives of Pennsylvania PAC. And all proceeds, I don't know if you mentioned this, not all proceeds, but a portion of the proceeds are going to benefit veteran causes.
Yep.
And conservative candidates as we fight for our future. So we want everyone to get your tickets today at the State Theater. You can go online and buy your tickets online. But we're going to help conservative candidates. There's lots of ways you can help. If you want to get involved in this MAGA movement, you can go online at magapatriots.org. And for conservative candidates that are out there, if you have somebody that is interested in running for school board, mayor, township supervisor, we can help you get plugged in, and we can help you achieve that. If you're running right now in November, if you're already a candidate and you need some help, we can help you there. There are forms to fill out on our website, and we will vet you and interview you, and see if we can endorse you. We're already endorsed 4 candidates on the website. John Marietta is one, and 3 from out in Bucks County that we vetted that are true conservatives, America first. Faith, family, and freedom is what they believe in, and that's who we're going after. If you want to be a volunteer, you can sign up at the MAGApatriots.org website. There's lots of information on the website, so please go there for more details. And if you're ready to take back your country, your school board, your Commonwealth, join us at the MAGApatriots.org website and the Facebook. MAGA Conservatives of Pennsylvania is on Facebook. So we're really getting out there, and we're going to have fun doing it.
And this is what we need to do. I mean, we need to bring business, not just for one day, but we need to bring it into Uniontown. I mean, it could be start of a trend. We already know that there's we've got several calls from some people in Nashville. They're wanting to come to Uniontown, so we'll see we'll see how that works out. Hi, Brett Boland. He is the one Ira Dean and got Ira Dean to come in, and now he's so excited. He's telling all these people in Nashville about this hillbilly up here in Fayette County. So
it would be kind of nice. I don't know if this is possible, but Lee Greenwood's wife, when we were at the fair Sunday night, and I was standing over there, I was talking to Lee Greenwood. I had my MAGA glittery red jacket on, and after when the concert started, a little boy, probably about 9 or 10 years old, came up to me and said, "Are you Lee Greenwood's wife?" And I laughed. Everybody laughed around me. I says, No, I'm just a fan. But that jacket that I have, that glittery jacket that I got from the convention at the National Convention last year in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, she has made one for Lee Greenwood's wife. So Lee Greenwood's wife has the same jacket that I have. And she was a Miss Tennessee, too. So she was a pageant title holder way back when. So there's just going to be a lot of fun there. But it'd be nice if she would come up to meet Fayette County, too.
Well, we'll see what we can do. I know that we're expecting a call from me maybe tonight. So we'll see see how that works out, because we're trying to navigate him, get him on the radio for about 15, 20 minutes one day. Actually,
he was so good. He was so good at the fair, and his last song, when he closes with "God Bless USA," gave me chills and goosebumps. The whole crowd stood up there at the Fayette County Fair and was roaring with their hands and clapping. It was just a proud moment. It's proud. We're proud to be an American, and we're proud to be in Fayette County. It was great to have him here.
Yeah, and then
and to bring him back in October.
Yeah, at first we were, and I think this is going to work out quite well. I know that Nick doesn't know this yet, but he's probably going to end up having to be there one night. So we're going to have to get him a pair of boots and a hat.
Yeah, that's my wardrobe.
We'll let you wear a Steeler hat if you want to.
We'll get you a Steeler hat.
If they're doing well.
Absolutely. They're winning games.
But by then, they still ought to be winning, I would say.
Yeah, I would say early in the season.
Yeah,
the schedule's easy.
So, but anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for all the help they're giving us. We're giving Melanie with all this. I mean, it's growing every day, and I really want to say that. I don't know any specifics about how that is. I just can see what the Facebook page is. But anyways, on this road called life, you have to take the good with the bad. Smile when you're sad, love what you got, and remember what you had. Always forgive and try to forget. People change. Things go wrong. Just remember the ride goes on. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
And this is your local station, WMBS Uniontown, 79 degrees at 5 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour.